Alright, and welcome back to XCOM2 War of the Chosen. This is our Black Site mission. We're progressing in the storyline a little bit. I'm not too afraid of the Doom Clock anymore. We basically have beaten the Doom Clock, so keeping the Black Site mission as a backup to reduce the Doom Clock further isn't really needed at the moment. I think we're 6 or 8 weeks ahead of the next alien facility, and it's unclear if they're ever going to finalize it. We are fighting against 18 enemies, mainly elite troopers of some sort, but we also have a sectoid, a Spectre, and codices in here. I decided to go with a standard team. You can see it's basically the best of the best who are not colonels yet. We have Random, who's going to lead this team. Dragonova on her, I think, almost 40th mission. She has piled up so many missions, it's unbelievable. We have our best remaining sniper, who's not a colonel, Hype. Chops, yeah, basically quote-unquote no-name characters, but I mean, let's level them up, why not? We do have relatively low or new support, captain, and another grenadier. As you can see, we used all of the best weapons from the chosen ones, and I took the liberty to mix it a little bit up. I have the frost grenade in here as well. Okay, that's it. We're going to go for it. Unfortunately, our Templar is still not ready. He is suffering from being tired, and I don't want him to be shaken for half a month, so I decided to leave him home, although he could use a couple of extra missions. As for the new items, I was thinking most of them simply wouldn't add much value. I was thinking whether we bring Overdrive Serum with us, not really needed. Proximity Mines, I wanted to play, or I still want to play with them a little bit more. Need to build some in order to stay true with what I stated.
Most likely tied to that stuff we found at the Black Site. Advent and the alien forces won't be happy to see us.
Then
So expect heavy resistance.
the device to re-stealth, haven't tried it all too much, but since we have Dragonova, who's not going to leave stealth all too much, I can't see her actually going to use it. She has the Reaper ability to re-stealth anyways. So overall, the new items so far have been a little bit underwhelming.
This is Avenger. The facility is in range. Move to investigate.
18 enemies. And the game even sponsors us a nice little extra Lancer here. Thank you.
My life is in your hands.
We have as many turns as we desire.
On it.
Let's position our forces.
Moving on target location.
It's a little bit atypical to have two heavies. I love it. Earlier in the normal XCOM I was always playing with two heavies in a 6-man squad. But now that we do have more variety as classes, I'm actually not doing that anymore. To be honest, the new 3 classes really add to the game, because I'm always a big believer of, as long as the classes are somewhat equal in strength, I'm always a big believer that multiple different classes just have more synergy than stacking the same class. There's one exception, which is the psionic class. I guess no one is surprised by me saying that, because the psionic class is noticeably the single strongest class in the game, but it also requires training. So I guess overall it's balanced when it comes to the effort that it needs in order to pull it off. And yeah, stacking psionics effectively is a tactic that works. Every other class, I feel, if you have multiples of them, doesn't necessarily perform better than a good squad, because the flexibility in order to deal with the enemies is just key. There had been a strategy earlier in XCOM where people were running effectively teams of almost exclusive teams of heavies, because the sheer amount of grenades was just overwhelming. So there was no need to do anything else other than running heavies.
Move into position.
That tactic
Overwatch.
very soon disappeared
On Overwatch.
because people realized that the corpses are too valuable in order to just get rid of them. And you also had no backup, because situations like effectively being injured or being burned or mind controlled, or anything that requires a specialist couldn't be handled.
They've got eyes on me.
Then there was another strategy where multiple assaults were stacked, sometimes 2 or 3. That could work, and I'm not saying that it is a bad strategy. All I am saying is there are better strategies. You can go with 2 assaults, that's okay. But the real key for a flawless or clean mission is to make sure that you're controlling the pots. So only pulling one at a time. Don't pull multiples.
Let's move already.
Engage very, very careful. And yeah, with running in with 2 assaults, basically the reality was that more often than not people were using run and gun, and then they felt that this didn't really work out, because run and gun just had the notorious side effect of pulling more and more enemies. So, and yeah, that was kind of the end of the compositions, or they fell off in popularity. And ultimately, and I think that's one of the biggest advantage of this game, the developers realized that all of the 4 core classes definitely are usable. And I'm not completely done with the assessment of how the new classes blend into it, but it feels like the new classes offer a pretty solid framework that is complementary. I can see how the Reaper definitely complements the existing classes. I can also see how the Skirmisher has its uses with the built-in grappling hook and so on. You basically get another, let's say, a pair of muscles, also with the ability of moving of grappling enemies out of cover. There is just a repetitive mechanism of denying cover, which does not rely on grenades, for instance. So I can see that is valuable, and definitely adds to the team. So probably a very balanced non-psionic team would be something along the lines of having all of the 4 core classes, and then basically just adding the Reaper and the Skirmisher on top of it. Did we just pull 2 packs?
You cannot run.
No, we didn't. We only pulled one, and that is good.
Moving as ordered. I will always find you.
Okay. So we need someone with blue screen rounds, and that someone is up here. Damn. How do we deal enough damage to these guys? I should have just taken shots, by the way. I have an idea. This here is not pulling anything else. Plus, with a chain shot, we can almost make sure that the Codex is going to die. Of course, not if we're not hitting. In which case, the Codex is cloning itself, and the pain is just increasing. That was not optimal at all. This here gives us high ground advantage. Nice little moving up with the Icarus suit. And that should kill the Codex.
You know that was good.
Despite it dodging, of course. Okay, so in order to not fuck this up, I'm going to use our first grenade.
Here, catch.
We do have salvo, that means the Codex is going to die and we still have an action left over. Yeah, we destroyed loot, but it's better to destroy loot than to completely pull another pack. Could have been a solid kill. Let's try that again. Come on, 70%. Let's put it that way. The game did not want us to kill this guy. $10 damage, also solid hit. A 90% shot. We do not want to move. I do not want to use the axe right now, so yeah. Very solid. With implacable we could implaceable we could move. And you know what? I mean, we're just going to use our sting.
The time is now.
It's a pretty solid chance to just kill this guy. Okay.
No compromises.
Okay.
The target is marked.
We are not getting a lot of rest because right there is the next pack. By the way, they lined up perfect for a remote start, as if they would have known that we're using it. So I guess... Are you telling me? Oh no, really? Is it because we do not see the other car? Can't the other car be remote started?
I
Well, it can. It certainly can. And it will be restarted. Dragonova at her best, dealing 24 damage. I love it.
Back in.
Fortunately, we can't... Well, we could grapple over here. That's not a bad idea. We have a straight shot from here to here. That's okay. But before we do that, let us first move a little bit closer and kill as many of them as possible. That's the idea. Very nice. Get another hit. Very solid hits, by the way. This is just a reposition. Okay, so we're going to move here. Let's make sure we take the shots from the back first.
Well, how about that?
Hair trigger free action. Okay, of course, right? But we can use that a little bit later.
What's over there? Just a little off.
You gotta love it when they are just dodging everything.
Grapple out.
A little bit of a repositioning here. Surprisingly enough, only this position here yields us sight onto both of them.
I can handle that. Not much.
Again, dodged, of course. I would save the sniper shot actually for a little bit later,
Whatever you say.
because the sniper shot against the Spectre will deal additional damage. So let's finish off this Archon, please.
It's still moving. Weapons empty. Can't engage.
Okay, I didn't want to use it, but anyways.
It's still moving.
And as so often, we are having difficulties with killing stuff. By the way, in case you're wondering, she would have had a way out with the 8 protocol. In effect, I want to give her a protocol, just in case if another pack is going to show up. I would like to test the Icarus suit because I'm not sure if the Icarus jump is taking 1 or 2 time units. So let's say we would want to jump to here. Great repositioning, and by the way, it was absolutely free. This is just very, very, very good.
As you order, Commander.
Okay, so we killed a pack of 2, a pack of 3, and a pack of 2, a pack of 2, and a pack of 3. That's 7 so far.
I will reposition.
Which means we're left with another
Here I come.
10.
I guess that'll be okay.
Ready to engage.
Time to reload and to get everyone up to the bridge. And let's take it from there afterwards.
Will do. Covering now. Reloaded.
Reload, reload,
Good to go.
reload.
I'm on it.
We can hear the sectopod. Normally, by the way, just, I mean, most of you will probably know it, but theoretically, you are supposed to meet the sectopod for the first time within this mission. So there's this like big, ooh, there's a sectopod thing. And quite frankly, the sectopods are scary when you meet them initially.
Moving out. No place for you to go now. There's an alien patrol nearby.
Okay, this here would trigger, this here wouldn't.
Tired of
Interesting.
waiting around. I can handle that.
Okay, I'll go.
Getting it done.
I don't know if we want to Overwatch because these guys here technically could be triggered with a long shot.
On Overwatch. Moving to
But
Overwatch.
yeah, I mean,
Affirmative.
I think we're
Covering
going
now.
to be fine.
Come get some.
Well, never mind. The first guy that's going to be triggered is the sectopod.
Thomas still holding.
By the way, already lost 20% of his health. Boom, 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 boom. And that's going to be a mistake, my friend. You are not going to like that. 4 armor gone.
Went off the armor.
This is going to be a very fast sectopod kill. Should have
I'm going.
used her first. so that Renvin would get the kill. But that's fine.
Seems doable. Overwatch. Overwatch. I am at your service. I see everything. Oh yeah.
Good. Sector pod down. That's 8 enemies down. Couple more to go.
Let's do this.
Let's move up.
I can handle that.
What's over there?
Whatever you say.
Okay.
No problem, boss. I'm on it. Reapers are always vigilant. On Overwatch.
I don't think that they're going to move. And I was wrong.
Hardly did anything.
Come on, kill this guy.
Oh, come on.
This, guys, is why I am normally using stocks in all of the weapons. Because we are just incompetent. The guys are never hitting their overload shots. So might as well use stocks. No, now it has become interesting.
The time for hiding is over. They're moving around the side.
Okay, so we are going to contribute a little bit. This little claymore. Oh, we can't see the claymore. What the F? Well, there is someone though who can do it. Stun Lancer, who usually does not like dish out the most damage. Okay, secondly, let's use our grenades wisely, shall we? Random here. It's going to use Salvo to remove the remaining cover. Two, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. That would need to be maximum damage in order to kill this guy. I do have an idea though. How we can soften this guy up, which is basically one lightning hand shot. Very good.
Let's do this.
Okay. Our sniper definitely has a good line of sight there. But before we do that, Random is going to kill this guy.
I got it, right? Gonna need to reload soon.
He is implaceable and also untouchable, which is perfect. Just a very strong combination overall, these two skills.
I'm going.
So this here is the Codex one-shot kill that we're looking for.
Did you see that one?
Okay. Now there are only 2 mutants left over. And we could kill them with 1 grenade. That would be the easiest way. Or with a rocket. That would be easy as well.
Here I come.
Or with the sword, which wouldn't be too easy, and besides, you don't want to go into melee with mutants. I would consider that generally a very bad idea.
No problem, boss. Did you see that one?
Okay, we're going to hold on onto our grenade, and we're just going to kill them.
You want some more?
Hair trigger and implaceable,
I go where you tell me.
which means we can move up. So this here was number 8, 9, 10, if we count these 2 folks, and 3, that's 13. So there's a pack of 4 left over
Scanning.
somewhere, unless I miscounted. And so far, we are just crushing it. Okay, let's move up.
Finally.
1,
On the
2,
move.
3,
I guess that'll be okay.
4,
No problem, boss. These aren't civilians. They're Advent.
Yes, and judging by the subject's condition, I would say it was recently manufactured. No wonder they just keep coming.
Good, so we need to have the subject.
Seems doable. Got it covered. I won't let them pass. Come get some.
Reloading.
Reload. Let's do another reload. Oh, we almost forgot about our stun mounts. How dare we?
About to get burned to a crisp. As you order, Commander.
The last pack is usually within the last room, so I wouldn't be too surprised if they would be like fully in the last room.
Whatever you say. Seems doable.
trusting you here.
Let's move already. Double time!
Okay.
Overwatch. Moving to Overwatch.
Moving to Overwatch.
Affirmative. Hovering now.
Yeah, they are in the last room.
Moving as ordered. I can handle that. Whatever you say.
Okay, let's move on.
I can handle that.
Okay, I'll go. Got it covered.
Come get some. Come get some. Scanning. Our enemy is on the move.
Oh, they might be even behind the whole facility.
Volk says I am to obey.
They might be up here.
Tired of waiting around. I'm going. No problem, boss.
Okay, let's get everyone in a solid position.
Got it. Moving.
I guess that'll be okay.
Moving to Overwatch. Affirmative. Covering now. No one will cross. On Overwatch.
There's something out there.
Yeah, they are definitely moving to the back side of the facility.
This is Avenger. Package is in range.
Okay, the idea is
What's over
that we're
there?
going to take strong position within the
No
room.
problem, boss.
Should be able to spot them out.
Spotted.
No way, they really... Okay.
There is nowhere to hide.
Yeah, that was an interesting position, let's put it that way.
Throwing grenade.
Huh. So we might be able to move our sniper into that position here.
Stick and move.
I like the idea that the sniper has a run and gun.
Already there.
It's an unusual trait, and with the speed that the sniper offers, it could even take out almost all of them from the superior position by just moving around. Wow,
Not
they
too
really missed
shabby.
one. Let's kill this guy.
Check it before you get too close.
And since we're already doing it,
Here I come. Hauling ass.
I'm fine with just running and gunning.
Let's move already. You can't handle me. I'm going. Moving out.
So was there another pack?
Got it covered.
I'm just trying to make sure that we haven't missed anything. I know who's going to carry the prototype. It's going to be our elite lancer.
I'm going. Tired of waiting around. Will do.
Okay, I'll go.
Running. Scanning.
I'm on it.
Okay, I'm pretty sure we haven't missed anything. No, and there's also no enemy left over.
Multiple hostiles advancing on our position.
It's just like the one. Carefully. Preserve the specimen at all costs.
It's interesting to see a stun lancer doing all of that.
Confirmed acquisition of the package. Move to evac.
There we go. Stun lancer has no carry animation.
Let's do this. Seems doable.
I'm going to block it up here so no one can climb the ladder. She's not going to reveal with the reinforcements.
Seems doable.
If you say so.
Seems doable. I'm on it. Upper ribbon, covering now. Overwatch.
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 Okay, so 5 Overwatch shots. Let's see how good our guys are doing. I think there are going to be 2 tranches of reinforcements, and we can just farm this extra XP.
I have
Got
sight
some
beyond
enemies
the
reinforcing. Hold action.
Getting next time.
Okay,
Not too
my
shabby.
captain is already dead. This guy has more than 13 hit points, really? 15, wow. And an armor. Well, that's not bad.
Let's move already. Woo! You see that?
I like the weapon's oomph. Besides,
I'm trusting you here.
Renman here needs a little bit of a promotion. Let's feed him kills. Still no promotion.
I guess that'll be okay.
I'm going. Oh yeah.
I will go.
Here I come. Rock and roll. Affirmative. Covering now. On Overwatch. Moving to Overwatch.
I am on watch.
There's the next bonus XP.
Whatever you say.
If you say so.
Whatever you say.
I will reposition.
Finally.
Okay, so Overwatch, 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 Overwatch,
I'll watch closely.
and Overwatch. Unless they drop 3 sector pods, I don't think that they would have enough hit points to kill all of, to survive a full round.
I got it, right? It's killing time.
So let's give Renman yet another chance to get his promotion. So close. Should have used the lightning hands before, by the way. Well, never mind.
I can handle that. Impressed yet? No need to ask twice. Getting it done.
In short order.
On it. I'm gone.
Status confirmed. Target package in custody.
This day is done.
Got it covered.
Location confirmed.
I can handle that. Tired of waiting around. Just in time. Hey,
Good.
time.
I think we even flawless that mission. I can't remember that we had any round where it was
I'm trusting you
difficult.
here. Packing it in. We've got what we came for. Let's
Yeah,
get clear of
flawless.
the area.
Good. Next up, we would need to I think continue with the Shadow Chamber and a little bit more research there.
Even now, our enemy lurks in the shadows, plotting to destroy all we have built, to return us to the chaos of the old world. Only together can we oppose them. United in the Elders' love for us, we shall prevail, no matter the cost.
We haven't even taken a single shot according to the mission screen. It said dash.
The aliens are probably still wondering what hit them. Let's keep it up.
Ooh, look at that. Dragonova Outrider. She got her promotion, which means she's a colonel. Well, hello there. Let's take a look at the colonel things. Homing mine. Attach a claymore onto an enemy. Does not alert the enemy. The homing mine will explode upon that enemy taking damage. Cool, that's not bad. Does it offer an extra? Charges are shared with a normal claymore ability. Okay, what else? When you kill a target with Banish, you will continue firing at another enemy until you run out of ammo. That's great, I like it. And squad side, which is unfortunately not so great on her. But I like this Annihilate, that's really good. The reason why I think the homing mine, since from what I'm reading, it's worded as if it is sharing the charges with a normal claymore, so you're not getting a third claymore. The claymores in most of the cases were really okay. So of course you can attach them to a target, but yeah, in most of the cases it was just fine. Might want to think about going Annihilate, which means that these two would work pretty well together. To armor piercing. Well, that's not bad. I mean, the armor piercing together with the shredder would mean that she like completely ignores armor. So what I'm thinking about is maybe Annihilate and then go needle plus holo targeting. The holo targeting piece is not bad because shots, even the sting ability over here would give a 15% aim bonus. So from time to time that could be pretty handy. This here is okay. It means that there's a 50-50 chance on every single shot. A Reaper that deals only killing blows. A Reaper that only deals killing blows can remain in shadow indefinitely. Oh, okay, I got it. Silent Killer does not prevent from the chance to break out of shadow from occurring after kills. Any previously accumulated reveal chance still impacts the chance to break out of shadow after a kill. I'm not really understanding the ability. I don't want to read up on it, because if I start reading up on it, I will read everything, and that would be detrimental. Then it's no longer a blind playthrough. It for me it reads as if the Reaper would still reveal with a 50% chance, and that's usually not how I would play it. The sting ability is really good, I like it, and now we do have a couple of points left over. I think Annihilate is great. It's a good ability. I think together with Needle and holo targeting, we do have a significantly boosted rifle, which will ignore all of the armor. So the first one shot definitely will be for free, so to speak. We have two claymores. We don't really need the homing mine all too much. I mean, it's a nice tool, but I think with a normal claymores, we're going to be fine. So yeah, I guess that would be it. Unfortunately, she got squad side here, which is really not the best ability for her. Serial would probably be a great ability, or rapid shot. So, Annihilate, which is kind of a serial thing. Unfortunately, this here, each shot separate roll can only be activated once per mission. So yeah, that's kind of a once per mission, and this together is the once per mission basically saying, fuck you, I'm going to shoot at every single target in range. It's kind of a face-off, but in a almost stronger way, because she will be continuing to shoot until all of the 6 shots in her, or yeah, 6 shots in her gun are empty. Now with needle together, that means all of the shots are effectively also piercing, and with holo targeting, it also means that even if she doesn't hit, the next one will get a plus 15% bonus. Plus, that's actually pretty good. So, as long as she's in stealth, she basically ignores armor. She tags a target with holo targeting, and makes sting quite valuable as well. Kill shots increase the chance by 5% to a maximum of 20. That's okay. I am thinking about the passive silent killer. A Reaper that only deals killing blows can remain in shadow indefinitely. For me, I think the idea of the ability is, as long as you kill, you don't even get the roll. But what I'm surprised about is Silent Killer does not prevent the chance to break out of shadow from occurring after kills. Yeah, so what? Does it now mean you're indefinitely in shadow, or does it mean you're being revealed after the kill? That's unclear. But we do have a couple of points left over, and I really want to use that ability, because I want to... we don't have a second Reaper, and I'd like to use Dragonova on 1 or 2 more missions, mainly to try out the new abilities and to see how they are working, because I think she has a really strong potential.
Within the confines of the suit we recovered, we have found what could very well be the prototype for Advent's seemingly limitless forces. Even focusing my efforts solely on this research, it will take a...
New objective added.
We're making progress, Commander. I've updated our objectives
So,
based on the latest findings.
I really like Dragonova. She's by far the strongest new character. Mox is also nice.
Hear what this Dr. Tigan thinks the aliens are trying to do in the facility we discovered.
But I'm not super hyped about like his being shot abilities. That's just a playstyle that I do not appreciate all too much. He's good with all of the abilities that he has, but yeah, the being shot at abilities are meh at best. Besides, I think I've forgotten to give all of these guys here a bond. They have 8.9 out of 9 cohesion. Well, it's not bad. Okay, we by the way need more ability points, because I spent all of the ability points.
Impress, Commander. The loss of this facility and the recovery of the alien specimen.
Avatar progress is 0. I think I've never reduced it to 0.
Commander,
Oh, there's a UFO. Is that still a thing?
We need to be careful
Can we be
about
shot
where we
down?
pick our flight paths.
Interesting choice. I'll send word as soon as we're finished.
And we continue the experimental ammunition.
The results of our breakthrough were
Nice.
quite fascinating.
So we got +1 hit point on all of the light armors. I'm not even sure if we still have light armor, but yeah. If we do the data pad, so far every data pad has given us a breakthrough or an immediate autopsy. So let's just do the data pad
I will begin our research immediately.
and see if that trend continues. Cool. We got a new ranger. And since we have specialists, let me take a look. These guys here are supposed to be like our newcomers. 2 rangers, 2 specialists, 2 sharpshooters, 1 grenadier. We're missing 1 grenadier. Good. Let's really quickly do her colors. As you have noticed by now, I'm always color coding. It's a him, by the way, not a her. So next rookie would be... I wish you could train the new classes. That would be extremely helpful. Is there a combat tactic for that? No. It seems the only way to get them is via the resistance ring, and we haven't been lucky this time. We haven't been lucky. Cool, finally, a mission. I was already getting bored. This one is what we definitely need to counter, because we don't want the black market to be closed for 6 weeks. We need it for Alarium, we need it for PCSs. We don't need Intel. And we don't need a scientist. No, we have enough scientists. Due to heavy advanced surveillance, only soldiers of sergeant or lower are allowed in this mission. Perfect. Guys, we have just trained our sergeants. Isn't that a great sign of the game telling us you need to play with low-level units? I love it. That's a great side trap. I want to play that side trap, and we're going to do that in the next mission.